Guys, it's Mo, the bad back guy, back again for another video. And I don't think I explained in my previous videos, but I'm visually impaired, so not only do I have a bad back, I also have only partial sight. And the reason I'm wearing these glasses is because partly there's a light to make it easier for you to see me, because I'm in a fairly dark room, and then it hurts my eyes when I see that light, and trying to concentrate on looking at you or looking at the camera, and having this light, which is like almost like a floodlight right in my face, is kind of hard. So that's why I have these glasses on. And if you were wondering, it's not because I'm trying to look cool or anything like that, even though I am very cool. But as you might have seen from the title of this video is physical therapy. And like in the previous, sorry, my back hurts, I'm having to adjust a little bit. I'm gonna get really comfortable, actually. This is for some reason the more comfortable way to sit for me, but anyway, I guess if you've seen any of my previous videos, or I'll give you a quick history, but basically I've had a bunch of back surgeries. I've done a bunch of procedures over the last 20 years. I'm 40 now. I had my first one when I was 20. So I've had like a long period of dealing with back pain, doctors, surgeons, everything related to back issues, and unfortunately like more experience than I'd want or would have liked to have. And not just with back pain, but with pretty much any injury, knee injury, ankle, elbow, whatever. What'll happen is you'll get sent to, most often is a physical therapy place or a physical therapist. And what I will say is that this is just, again, my experience, and not to sound like, oh, back in my day, or or something like that. I mean, I first started going in the 2000s, so, or late 90s, but my experience has been kind of mixed with physical therapy. I think it's definitely come a really, really, really long way compared to what it was like 20 years ago. And I say that just because, again, this is my experience, but what I noticed was a lot of like, and it's not to say that it's completely like, 100% better or this doesn't exist anymore, but a lot of the physical therapists I would go see would, usually my appointments would be about half an hour, and then, it's you and, 500 people booked like for that day with a really busy schedule, and you have 30 minutes. And when it really comes down to it, after all the getting set up and ready, you'd probably have maybe 20 minutes if you were lucky. And my experience was, and I'm sure a lot of you have noticed this too, is that they would show you like an exercise or two, and then give you a handout, and then basically send you on your way, tell you to do the exercise like 2 or 3 times and follow the sheet, that sort of thing. And yeah, I didn't find it very helpful. I mean, it wasn't very beneficial, at least to me. And I thought it was kind of a waste of time. I mean, once you get the exercises down and you know what you're doing, and you can do them at home, it kind of felt pointless, I guess, after a while. And because I had repeated like injuries, and like I said, I've had 7 surgeries, and there was always physical therapy before, after, and even just in between as like maintenance. I had a lot of, to be honest, I've seen probably like 50 different physical therapists, some much better than others. But I didn't really like get much out of it. And it felt kind of just like in and out. I didn't really benefit much. I mean, yeah, some of the exercises I will say like were helpful and definitely helped, but I think you get to a point where if your injury or your pain is so bad that basically you're beyond physical therapy. But it seems like I think that before any surgeon wants to do anything or a primary care refer you to a surgeon, it's like they have to check off that physical therapy box, or we got to try that conservative treatment, whether it's just because of, I mean, it makes sense, like you want to give that a try before you get sliced open, but sometimes like I felt like it was kind of pointless because my level of pain was so high that that wasn't really gonna do much, or strengthening my core or whatever exercise I was doing was just making my pain worse. So anyway, but forward to now, I've noticed that in the last couple of times I've been to physical therapy, it's definitely better than it used to be. I mean, I will say this though, I'd say when it comes to physical therapy, I mean, I would say be very picky. I mean, be very selective, because I don't know, you always hear about it's hard to find a good mechanic and it's hard to find a good dentist or whatever, and it really is. But from my experience, like, it seems like, at least where I live in the Washington, D.C. area, there's physical therapy clinics everywhere. They've become like chains, pretty much like McDonald's or something, but it's hard finding a good physical therapist. And if you find a good one, stick with them. And if you don't like the physical therapist, I don't mean personally, but I just mean if you don't think you're getting any benefit, or I guess even if there's no chemistry, or you don't like the way they do things, or they're not really listening to you, because they have to listen to you, because otherwise, if they're just kind of instructing, it's kind of pointless. But if you don't like your physical therapist, or if you don't like what you're doing and you don't see any progress, I'd say after like maybe 2-3 visits, don't be shy, don't be afraid to either, if you want to see another physical therapist in that practice, I've done that before, or if you want to go somewhere else and go find another physical therapist. And if you don't like, that one doesn't work out, just make sure you're working with someone that you want to be working with, that you think is actually helpful, is patient, is listening to you, and is not just kind of like moving you in and out, and just shuffling you through, and you're just another, appointment. To be honest, that's like, to me, one of the biggest turnoffs, because I know they have like a lot of people to see, but if I'm taking the time, or if you're taking the time to go to this physical therapy place, or you're leaving work, or you're going after work, or getting up before work, whatever, and you're going to this place, it's got to be for a reason or for a point, and you can't just stick with one that's not working for you. So I would definitely say find someone that you like, and if you're not getting better, or if you're not getting any result, it doesn't hurt to try someone else. And yeah, so that's that's my take on when it comes to like physical therapy. There is benefit to it, but just like you want to take your car to the best mechanic you can find. I mean, your body is your only body, blah blah, and you only have one, and blah blah, and all that. But yeah, it's just like you want to find the best doctor or the best surgeon. you want to find the best physical therapist, because that can make a big difference before surgery and then also after surgery, your recovery length and the success of your recovery. So I would definitely make sure to ask around, read reviews, and do whatever you can. Word of mouth is good if you have a friend that's found a good one, and I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much, and have a painless day. Bye.